everyone. It is Self Care Sunday, July 23rd edition. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Sunday night? I'm losing track of days here. Losing track of days. What is going on in your world, people? Tell me about it. Let's get our screens going here. Boom, boom. What's happening in your world? Hey, Kitty, how are you? How are things in Illinois? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a fantastic, amazing day. Hope you got some self care in today. Hope you got some self care in today on this Sunday, the 23rd already of January. We still got a week left, just over a week. Hey, Marianne, how are you? It is great to have you here live tonight. Great to have you here live. Good to have everybody here. Hot. Stayed away from the store. Well, that's a win. I like hearing that. I like hearing that you stayed away from the store. That is a very good thing. Every day away from the store. The store does. You do not have to be the store. Or you do not have to live in your store. You do not have to live in your store. So we are on Barbieheimer weekend, something like that. Our pink weekend. Here I am in blue, but I wore pink before Ken made it fashionable. That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying. There's an article in the Wall Street Journal about how the fashions of Ken are, hitting store shelves and stuff. And I'm like, hey, that's my color, people. I wear that. I wore that before Ken could get away with it. So what can I say? What can I say? Oh, it has been an exhausting weekend. I guess a good weekend, but an exhausting weekend. I have been all over the place. I have been back and forth to Woodstock, New York. I have, if you haven't caught the family post yet, we adopted a new puppy yesterday, and so it has been a hectic weekend. Sleep has come definitely second this weekend. Sleep has come in second. So, but we are marching forward here as we knock out this last part of July. Yes, oh those little puppy feet. Yes, adopted from the shelter, rescued a puppy. So a little cutie. So. Uh, Thank you, Kitty. Yeah, it is a cutie. She really is. She really is a cutie. Hey, April, how are you? Good to have you here. But yes, little Miss Luna is a cutie, and but so that required all the appropriate puppy shopping and everything else today. So that we had all the appropriate accoutrements for this new dog in our world. So certainly a hectic day here after traveling and driving and going to all hours of the night. It's just been. I will crash well later. I will crash well later tonight. I if the new puppy lets me. Well, who knows what I'll wake up to. Let's get started with the Stay Positive book because hopefully I'll wake up to something positive. I like this. Page 256. You don't have to be great to serve, but you have to serve to be great. Let me say that again. You don't have to be great to serve, but you have to serve to be great. That is a truism. A truism. Well, while we're talking about happy feet with a new puppy, I want to talk about feet for a second. because shoe stores are retail's hottest destinations. Shoe stores are the hot place, and it's not just for the super cool next high end sneaker. It is shoe stores are having their moment again. They are having their renaissance. And while there are stores that just do shoes for resale, there are stores that just do shoes. Many more of you have shoe departments in your stores. So you have a shoe store within your store. So is that a hot destination in your store? And if it's not, should it be? And that is really, well, it's not even so much the question. That is my statement. My statement is it should be. Okay, if shoe stores are having a renaissance and they are among the hottest destinations, and uh, shoe traffic at everything from Boot Barn to Nike to Foot Locker, is going off the charts. Okay, um, you know, up around 20%. Okay, up around 20%, and are having regular visits from shoppers. That should be an area of your store that shines, shines. I'm gonna give my superhero music. Okay, but it should shine in your store. That is what this article is talking about. This article is talking about people are buying shoes. I mean, shoot, even I've bought shoes and I don't shop. Okay, I've probably bought 4 or 5 pairs of shoes in the last few months. But I tend to buy a bunch at long periods of time without buying them. But that is the concept. So folks, if so, what are you doing to make your shoe department shine? What are you doing to shine a light on the shoes that you have? What are you doing to display them and merchandise them well? Okay, what are you doing to entice your customers with that and to let your customers know that you have a great shoe department or that you're in need of more shoes because you may need more shoes. You may not have enough. But what are you doing to bring that out for people and to let them know that you are a footwear destination? What are you doing to put the right foot forward? The right foot forward. That is what I'm talking about here. And lead with that, whether that's with Barbie Pink or some good old just some regular shoes because it is not about the ultra fancy with this. Yes, that is a segment that is growing as well. Okay. But that is not what this article is about. This article is about just that footwear is hot again. Okay. Is really having a moment. I don't think footwear ever truly goes out, is my own personal fashion sense opinion, because it's something that people always need. Okay, but it is having a moment right now, and sales of that are really up a lot across the board. Right, you're Marianne posting shoes on Facebook, Instagram, and an email, and that's really the key: is that you're consistent across your mediums, however you connect with your customers, because they're going to see more than one of those. Okay, and they're going to see that email again. Marianne's very good about sending out multiple emails with the same things from her besties. But that's because it's advertising. You don't see every ad the same time on TV. I mean, how many times you've been sitting with somebody watching something on TV and like, oh, that was a really cute ad. And they're like, that ad, that's been around forever. Okay, that's like the 100th time I'm seeing it. I'm so tired of that ad. But that's advertising is a game of repetition. Advertising is a game of repetition. And you should be repeating yourself. Repetition is good in advertising. As store owners, you're the one that gets tired of your message more than your viewers because they don't see it as many times as you see it. You worry that you're hitting them too much, and most of the time you're not hitting them enough. So be all about the shoes, people. Be all about the shoes if you carry them. If you carry shoes, be all about putting that shoe in there and talking about it because it is hot. It is hot, and it is a great time to be out there talking about it and doing it. So I encourage you on that uh, very much so. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight is easy money. Easy money. Who doesn't want some easy money? I have some money right here. Can anybody? I don't know if you can stare at your screen. I know you're probably watching some other screen there. Why don't you want this money? Why don't you want this money? Why don't you want this money? Any guesses? Any guesses why this particular money you don't want? I know it's sometimes hard to say. Mary Ann's like, I always like money. Mary Ann's like, I don't want to turn down money. I don't want to turn down money. My hubby might be on strike in another week. I'm not turning down anything. It is in the top here. It is fake, and it may be hard to see in here. Maybe we'll put a picture of it. At the top, it says for motion picture copy money. Motion picture copy money. Feels kind of real. Looks kind of real. It's got most of it right. But on the back, it says motion picture use only. And on the front, motion picture. And it says copy right there. It says copy. So it is fake money. It is fake money. It's motion picture money. And you have any kind of TV filming going on in your area. A lot of areas of the country. Chicago's got filming going on. New York, Atlanta, Massachusetts has a big filming. There's all sorts of filming going on now all over the country. You can end out with this money seeping out into the economy. At the Secret Service Museum, you got to play with that kind of money. Nice. I gotta get there. I gotta get there. That's a neat place. Um, but yes, so that. But you want to have this kind of money coming through your store. This particular one came through my store. This particular $1 bill, and luckily only a dollar bill, but came through my store. Um, so that is real. Okay, so um, other easy money that you want to shy away from. It is unusual to see it in dollar bills. It is unusual to see it in dollar bills. I agree. We've had a lot of 20s in the area come through, not in our stores. Uh, you know a guy. Yes, I know a guy. Uh, yes, it may have been a test with dollars. But that is out there. It's always feels like easy money on the day where you get that call. Order this off your website, and they have some credit card, and it's some huge sale, or it comes through as an online sale, and you're like, woohoo, we sold this. It's such a dead day, but we sold this thousands of dollars worth of stuff. That's easy money that then becomes not no money. Okay, and you guys know those problems, but you get excited about the sale, and you make it. Okay, when it's too good to be true, it's usually too good to be true. And the last thing I want to talk about is borrowing easy money. Sometimes you have a cash crunch, and that's okay. It's hard. Being a business owner is hard. Being a business owner is hard. We are broadcasting, by the way, on both Facebook and YouTube tonight. We've got the link there for you in the show comments. Being a business owner is hard, as I was saying. Okay, and cash planning is an art, not a science. It's not an exact science. And sometimes you run into a little cash crunch, and you're like, "Oh, I need a little bit of extra money to make payroll this week. I know, I'm not in trouble, but I need, I'm short. Okay, I'm short, and that happens in business. Okay, that's the reality. I could talk to you till I'm blue in the face about cash planning and having cash reserves and everything else, but let's be real. Crunches happen sometimes. You have more bad weather than you expect, and not the same expect, but still the expenses, or whatever. I'm not throwing stones. I'm talking about reality. Okay. I always want you to be better with cash planning, but I'm talking reality here, and I know that happens. But when it happens, and it's been happening to some people more lately, they go for easy rather than smart. Easy rather than smart, easy rather than cost effective. So, so, and what I mean by that is, one thing that I recommend to people, not because I'm encouraging debt, okay, but because I'm encouraging sound financial practices, is have a line of credit at your bank. Okay, have a line of credit just so that it's there, not so that you have to use it, but so that it's there for an emergency. It's always easier to get a bank to give you money when you don't need it than when you do. And while banks are evolving. Okay, it is still a slower process than we would like for banks to borrow money. Okay, and so then you're like, oh, well, I can just take a PayPal loan, or I can take a Shopify loan, or an eBay loan. They send me emails all the time. All I got to do is click here, and the money will be in my account tomorrow. And I get these stores calling me, and they're like, "Well, it's cheap. It's only 10%, and I have all this time to pay it back." And my bank's going to charge me 12%, or 8%, whatever the percentages are. It doesn't matter. Usually, the bank they say is going to charge more, and it's going to take them longer to get it. And all these other things, PayPal, Shopify, eBay, Square. I can have my money. I just got to click. I'll have money tomorrow, and no problem. Well, the problem with it is it's not really 10% interest. Okay, it's 10% of the loan amount or 12% of the loan amount, not of the not interest. Okay, the bank is calculating and quoting you on interest. Okay, exactly. These are the payday lenders of today. The tech companies are the payday lenders of today. And on average, your interest is from 30 to 50% on this, and it squeezes you. It squeezes you because it pulls directly from cash flow. You say, "Oh, we just take a little bit from each of your PayPal deposits, or a little bit from your Shopify sale." Well, that squeezes your cash and puts you in a never-ending cycle. To a never-ending cycle of one loan after another after another. And I've had these tearful discussions with store owners. I'm having them more lately, which is why I wanted to talk about this tonight. It is fast and easy doesn't equal good. Okay, doesn't equal fair. And so I want you to be aware of that. I want you to be cognizant of that. I want you to understand what you get yourself into when you do something like that. I'm not saying, I understand cash flow. I really do. I understand, and more people have a cash flow issue here now and again than you would ever think. Okay, than you would ever think. So I want you to be aware of that. I want you to understand that it happens, and that's okay. It happens. It happens. But have a solution other than these payday lenders. That's a great term for it. The PayPal's, the all this anything that you can get transferred to your account today or tomorrow is usually not a good deal. It's usually not a good deal unless your actual bank is ahead of the times and is really efficient. Most banks still take, anywhere from a couple days to a week to be able to fund a loan. Okay, even set up a line of credit to get it set up in their. And that's why I tell you to do it when you don't need it. All right, having it when you don't need it is a good thing. Okay, it is worth that peace of mind, and so that is why I encourage that of store owners. Okay, and any business owner. And quite honestly, it's the number one thing I tell a store owner to do, or one of the top things I tell a store owner to do before they quote unquote expand, is go get a line of credit from their bank. Not because I want them to borrow money, because I want an outside party to look at their clients. I want you to get naked for your bank. Okay, when you go to borrow from the bank, they want to see everything. Okay, and I want to see that honesty, and I want to see your bank willing to take a chance on you before you expand. Um, but this is just because I have seen it a little too much lately, and I get called after the fact. Hey, Julie, how are you? Look like you had a great time up at your place in Canada. I want you to think about it before you actually need it. Okay, and I just had the conversation a little too much lately, um, and then it squeezes cash flow. Okay, when you're only getting a percentage of your deposit, it really makes things that much harder. Okay, so it's not like traditional financing in that way. They get their money back and they get it back fast. You get it fast, they get it back faster. Okay, it is a bad. The house always wins. The house always wins. So be aware of that, and know that. I share that just because I've had that conversation too many times lately. Too many, too many times. Easy money isn't easy. That's the lesson there. Easy money is not easy. Fundamentals apply. And lastly, for you tonight, my last thing for you tonight is tomorrow is National Self Care Day. Tomorrow is National Self Care Day. Today is Self Care Day. It's the day we set aside every week for you to take care of you, for you to be thinking about you. Okay, for you to be thinking about yourself and making time for yourself to disconnect and reconnect. Okay, to take time away from your business and focus and care for you. And we do this each and every week. But tomorrow's National Self Care Day. So remind your team, remind your staff, your customers to be taking care of themselves. And maybe care for that for your customers is shopping. Okay, it's National Self Care Day, so come buy something for yourself. But it is National Self Care Day, and that is so important. It's something that has gotten really since it's never been good, but especially since the pandemic, it has been hard for people to get their self care and time to care for themselves, time for them to disconnect, time for them to care. So make time, people, make time, and that is why we talk about it every Sunday. You don't have to do it on Sunday, but make time each and every week to disconnect so you can reconnect. And that is what I'm talking about. Even if it's not on Sunday, make it Tuesday. Make it a half day Tuesday and a half day Thursday. Okay, but make a day, at least a day each and every week. That is my lesson there. Because you are too important. You are so important. Make that time, make that change, make it happen. Make it happen. You know what else we make happen? This video and everything I talk about, this video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running the store. Where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business. Butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can make everybody run a better business. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Finish, Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Finish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, NEIL at nextlevelresale.com, NEIL at nextlevelresale.com. You may actually get a surprise live with us this week. We'll try to announce if we're able to pull it off, but you may get a surprise live with Andrew and I this week. We got a lot going on and a lot of exciting things happening. And there may be an opportunity for us to hop on and talk about it. We are looking for an opportunity to do that. We will keep you posted, so keep an eye out for that this week. We start the program every night with Stay Positive book, Stay Positive people. You don't have to serve. You don't have to be great to serve, but you have to serve to be great. Believe in others more than they believe in themselves, and you'll be more than a coach, manager, or leader. You will be a transformer of life. Great coaches, teachers, and mentors see potential rather than limitations. Look for the good in others today. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abrams, and I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. We will party again, we will party. Yes, we will. But until then, and until Wednesday at 4 a.m., know that you and you, most importantly, yes, you're not alone running the store. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday. It's